just the knowledge that I was spending time with a friend, and a friend that I had for the rest of my life. My most vivid memory of Harry by far was the last time I saw him. My wife Jeannie and I were here in San Francisco, and we had the opportunity to hook up with him a couple times. We went to his home in San Jose, and it was amazing to see the pride in which he showed off his place and watch how he interacted with his bride, Regina. He was so incredibly happy. We also came here, went to a baseball game, and he had tickets for us down the left field line down there. We saw Tim Lincecum pitch. It was the day before Sanchez pitched a no-hitter, so it's on July 9th, 2009. We saw him, we spent most of the evening with him, and we just saw the way that he interacted with all the customers, with all those fellow workers. He was solving problems, he was taking care of business. Saw the way that people respected him, admired him, and loved him. This was the perfect job and the perfect place for Harry. And his life with Regina was the life he dreamed of living. It was great. My friend, the optimist, the dreamer, was living his dream. I haven't met many people who have the pleasure of doing exactly what they wanted to do with their lives. And I don't think many of us come in contact with someone like that. When we do, a person like that's going to impact your life forever. And that's the way that Harry moved me. Our last conversations centered around the St. Louis Cardinals winning their 11th World Series. As usual, Harry was very excited for me when I told him that I was at Game 6, the thrilling 10-9 11-inning classic. And I told Butch that while that game was a classic, that I will always remember my second favorite memory of Major League Baseball. Because for me, the first moment was a strikeout in 2010. A 3-2 swing and a miss by Nelson Cruz on a delivery by Brian Wilson. For at that moment, my friend who was in Arlington to watch the game not only was living out his dream, he was now also the world champion he dreamed of being in his basement over 35 years ago. There's so much to celebrate in Harry's life, so many blessings to count. For him as a co-worker, a friend, a family member, and a beloved spouse. We're blessed with a friend who lived his dream. We're touched by a man who cared about others more than himself. We're fortunate to have Harry as a friend. We can carry forward his caring and optimistic spirit in our everyday lives. And we also celebrate that our friend, a man of faith, is in heaven. And it is in this fact that I celebrate the most, that Harry is in heaven. It's what I cling to, and something that I hope you all cling to too. And it's something that, even though I'm not quite the dreamer Harry was, I can dream about. And I can see Harry up there with none of the physical limitations he had on earth. I see him on a hockey rink, sliding on his knees to stop a pass that would result in a breakaway goal. He always said he'd give up his body or his face to save a goal. And I also see him at the plate, lacing a ball in the right center field alley. I see the ball rolling toward the 421-foot sign at AT&T Park. Like I said, I know nothing about heaven, but I gotta believe heaven has this place up here. It certainly is a beautiful place. And I see him busting it out of the batter's box, not thinking double. I see him going in, sliding safe into third. I dream of Harry taking all this in, enjoying all these special moments. And I hope that when my days are up on this earth, that my friend Harry has a spot for me on his club. I love you, Butch.